Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Dr. Sajjad's Academy. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it and do not forget to hit the bell icon button to get the notifications on my latest videos. Thank you. In my previous video, I had started with hire purchase system, the meaning of hire purchase system, then advantages and disadvantages of hire purchase system. Along with that, I had discussed something about the differences between the hire purchase system and installment system. So today I am going to take up one problem on the calculation of interest in hire purchase system. Now here we have around three cases, that is when both the cash price and the rate of interest are given. Then in that we have when the interest rate is included in the installment. Then the next one is where the interest is not included in the installment. Then we have second condition here when the cash price is given but not the rate of interest. Then the third is when both the cash price as well as rate of interest are not given. So we are going to take up problems on all these three different methods. Then we'll see how we are going to calculate the rate of interest or the interest amount. And like here we know, in case of hire purchase system, the total amount which is paid by the hire purchaser to the hire vendor is always more than the cash price of the asset. Because the reason here is very simple, because the hire purchaser has to pay interest in addition to the cash price, and here the interest is paid on the balance amount which is unpaid, and the interest which is payable by the hire purchaser is generally included in the installment which is payable by the hire purchaser. Right, now one more thing we should keep here in the mind, the interest should be calculated here correctly. The reason is simple, because the amount paid for interest is a revenue expenditure, whereas the part of cash price paid is a capital expenditure. And one more thing here is, if any cash down payment is made, that is advance amount which is paid by the hire purchaser at the time of sign the agreement, it does not include any interest. So we have not to pay any interest on the down payment. Now here the interest which is paid by the hire purchaser, it is a loss for him, whereas the interest which is received by the vendor is like gain for him. Now let us take a problem on this and we'll make some calculations based on how to find out the interest. Now here we have a problem and it reads out, on 1st of Jan 2015 one asset of the cash price of rupees 3,720 was acquired on hire purchase system, payable rupees 1,000 as advance. So the cash price was 3,720 and 1,000 was paid as advance, and the remaining in 3 equal installments of 1,000 each. So rest of the amount was paid in 3 installments, right, of 1,000 each. Then interest is charged at 5% per annum. Here interest charge is how much? 5%, right? So let us make the calculation of interest. Here we have to make around 5 columns here, first, second, then we have interest and cash price. So we are going for the calculation of interest. Now the first step here is, what is that? The cash price of the asset. Cash price of the asset. The cash price of the asset is how much? The cash price of the asset is how much? It is 3,720. So the cash price is how much? It is 3,720, but he has made some advance that we are going to deduct less advance. How much is the advance paid? Which was paid on 1/1/2015 when they entered into an agreement. So the total amount paid was how much? It was 1,000 rupees. Fine. So that amount we have to deduct from the cash price, and hence balance on 1/1/2015. How much it is? It is now 2,000 720, 2720, right? Now after this he is paying his first installment, right? First installment he is paying on the remaining balance. So first installment, how much he is paying first installment? First installment he is paying of how much? 1000 rupees. Along with that he has to pay interest on how much? 2720 rupees. He has to pay an interest also, and that interest is included in this installment. So how much we have to pay interest? We have to calculate 5% of 2720, and hence he is paying 136 rupees as interest on 2720, right? Now how much we are going to get? 1000 minus 136 is how much? 864 rupees, right? So the actual amount he is paying is 864. With that he has to pay 136 rupees interest, and the total installment is how much? It is 1000 rupees. Fine. Now what is the balance? Balance as on 31st 12 2015. What would be the balance? It would be 2720 minus 864. If we deduct it, we are going to get how much? We are going to get 1856 rupees, right? And how much we are paying here now? Interest we are paying 136 rupees, and the balance would be how much? I mean cash price would be how much? It is 864 rupees. Fine. Now he is going to pay the next installment, I mean the second installment, and there the interest rate will be calculated on 1856 rupees. Fine. Let us do that. Now in this case we are going to calculate 5% on 1856. Fine. When we see that, the total amount will be how much? It will be 93 rupees. That is, we are going to pay 93 rupees as interest. Fine. So 1000 minus 93 is how much? It is 907 rupees, right? 907 rupees. How much interest did we pay? We paid 93 rupees interest. And what is the cash price here? Cash price is 907 rupees. Fine. Now we have to find out the balance as on 31st 12 2016. It would be how much? 1856 minus 907, and the amount that we are going to get is 949. So the balance as on 31st 12 2016 is 949. Now we have third installment here. Third installment is how much? It is 1000 rupees. But here we don't need to calculate interest as a percentage of our like balance. So what we are going to do? We are going to calculate less interest here. Now interest here is 1000 minus 949. So the total amount here of the interest is how much? It would be 51. Then how much would be our amount? Like the principal amount. The principal amount will be how much? Here this will be 949 only. 949, and interest here is how much? It is 51, and here the cash price is 949. Fine. Now if we calculate it, if we calculate here if we calculate, what is left on? Nothing is left here. Now if you see the total interest that we have paid here is 136, 93 and 51 is total 280, and if we see the cash price here, total is 3720 rupees. So this is what we have to do when we are calculating interest. Now let us calculate the same interest by means of a table. Now see here, we are going to start with the advance amount, that is on 1st of Jan 2015 he is paying 1000 rupees installment. On installment there is no interest, right? And this is the principal amount that he is paying 1000 rupees. Here we are going to carry, and here as he had to pay, like the cash price is 3720 rupees, but he is paying 1000 out of that as installment, right? As like advance. So 3720 minus 1000, the balance cash price is how much? 2720, 2720. Fine. Now he will pay one more installment of 1000 rupees. Fine. And we have to charge interest on 2720 rupees. So and this date he has to pay 1000 rupees again as installment. But on this, if we talk about this installment of 1000 rupees, he is going to pay interest of 136, that is 5% of 2720. If we can multiply 2720 into 0.05, we are going to get 136, and the principal amount will be how much? 1000 minus 136. So we are going to get how much? 864. Now the balance here is 2720 minus 864. It is how much? 1856, 1856. Now the next installment, date 31/12/2016, he will pay how much? He has to pay 1000 installment. Fine. Now here we have to calculate first interest. Interest is on how much? 1856. 1856 into 0.05 is how much? 92.8, which is about, if we round it up, it is 93 rupees. 93 rupees minus 1000 is how much? 93 rupees minus 1000 is 907 rupees. So 907 rupees is what? It is the principal amount, right? And 907 plus 93 rupees is equal to the installment amount that he has to pay. Now the difference here, that is 1856 minus 907, the total amount is here 949, right? Now we have to pay the last installment, that is 31/12/2017. How much we have to pay? We have to pay 1000 rupees installment here, right? Here the interest amount will be equal to 1000 minus 949. 1000 minus 949 is how much? It is 51 rupees. So if he is paying 51 rupees as interest, then how much is the principal amount? The principal amount is simply 1000 minus 51. It is how much again? 949. So here there would be now nil. Fine. Now if we calculate the total here, if we look at the interest amount, the total interest amount is how much? It is 280. And how much is the principal amount? It is 3720. If you add it up, it is 3720. So the total amount he is paying here how much? It is 4000. So that means he is paying 280 rupees as interest, extra amount he is paying on his asset which he has purchased. Thank you so much for watching this video.